Enzo Maresca had 48 hours to change things at Chelsea, and he did just that against Everton. And guess who's back? Guess who's back? And back on the scoring sheet as well? Cole Palmer is back for Chelsea. Big boost for this side. Back with a goal. And how he actually made Joao Pedro look. Now you can see how Joao Pedro was actually struggling while he was away, because the way they were switching up on the number 9 and 10 positions, that tells you who Palmer is. He's just so creative. He's currently the best creative player for Chelsea right now. And you've seen he's gotten praises from his fellow players, fellow colleagues at work, and you're thinking Chelsea definitely got a gold mine from this guy. They meet Newcastle over the weekend. Newcastle losing to Sunderland in the Tyne-Way derby. Man, ultimately, it's unfortunate that your first derby, you lose it to an own goal. After looking forward to it, well, it was a really coveted derby. Definitely a really coveted derby, because apart from that goal, we didn't really get much action. Of course, they were push and pull here and there. We got Dunban, who got injured and might be out for 6 weeks. I think he got a punctured lung and a broken rib. So unfortunate for Eddie Howe and his guys. And you have Sven Botman, who's also out injured. So you're looking at who's gonna start this game against Chelsea. And Chelsea, who are looking creative now that Cole Palmer is back, and he looks to really give trouble to the defenders. You don't want that. You don't want Joao Pedro on your neck. You don't want Cole Palmer. He could create something out of nothing. That's who Cole Palmer is. And you look at Everton, they got a clean sheet. Well, there's so much I want to talk about. We have Fofana, Chalobah's, that duo. Actually, the number of clean sheets they've gotten right now, you're looking at Robert Sanchez, who's actually, I think, tied on clean sheets with David Raya, his fellow Spaniard. The redemption, remontada for Robert Sanchez, for a fact. This season he's been phenomenal. He's been a showstopper. And I'm hoping Maresca is getting this. I'm hoping he's getting that tossing is not working out. I'm sorry, but it's not working out. For games that you want to try out, then play tossing. But if you have something that you actually need to win for and you can't afford to lose, then you don't want tossing anywhere near your squad. You definitely want to see a derby, so that's tossing. You definitely want to see, I'd actually try Achampong. Achampong has been phenomenal for Chelsea when it comes to that back line. But then again, still, Fofana and Chalobah is working out and is working out good. And whatever's working for you, stick to it. Stick to it before you start messing it up. Okay? Reece James. Do I really need to speak about Reece James again? I feel like I'm going to speak about this one every single game. He's been phenomenal, covered every blade of grass again on that pitch, and the position that he's playing right now, the inverted mid, where he's able to still come back and still, press forward. Enzo Maresca has gotten that right. And guess who's gotten right with two again? Malo Gusto, that Frenchman, correct, was on the score sheet. Both an assist and a goal, second goal in Chelsea colours. And I couldn't be happier for this guy. And I'm looking at the formation and I'm looking at the style of play that Maresca has deployed right now for Chelsea. It suits Malo Gusto. Totally suits Malo Gusto. And you see how he goes up front, and you see how Pedro Neto comes back deep and defends while Malo is trying to push, and vice versa. It's just working. And for the first time in forever, I felt like finally, the wingbacks are actually going against the defenders. You see Pedro Neto, you see Gittens, you see them really giving a hard time to the opposition. See, Neto got an assist to, the Malo Gusto goal, and it can only get better. I don't get it, because I feel like Maresca deploys a team this time, then deploys a different team in the UCL, and then he ends up losing. And it's a whole charade again, and you definitely don't want that. But that's about that when it comes to Chelsea. They meet Newcastle. Newcastle will be at home, and Eddie Howe will be looking to bounce back. But then again, missing out on your core defenders. I mean, definitely you know what Dan Ban brings to Newcastle. He gives his all. He dies on the line. He does everything. So this is a huge boost for Maraska and his boys. But then again, it's worrisome for Eddie Howe. Chelsea know that they need to get this goals going, they need to get these wins going because Aston Villa are definitely there. They're just around, ensuring that they're still in the top four. Chelsea are also trying, to get something out of it end of this season. So yeah, let me know, the Blues, what do you think? I want to see more of Esteval, at least for me. I feel like Maresca is doing such a disservice to him, but yeah, I think so many positives to take. Cole Palmer is back. Can't wait to see him against Newcastle. That's about it. So I'll catch you the next one.